Howdy kids, welcome back to my channel. It is Powder and Paint by Kim, and I got her. I got the Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Here she is in all her warm glory. Give you a quick looky-loo, not a licky-loo, looky-loo. Oh, she is a beauty. So it's been a hot minute since I've gotten a Natasha Denona palette, and you can hear some thunder going on, I bet, in the background. We're getting ready to get a storm here. But as I said, it's been a hot minute since I've gotten a Natasha Denona palette. I think the last ones, I passed on the Zendo. No, I got the Zendo. I'm going to talk to you about that. The Xenon. I passed on the Xenon. I even passed on the I Need a Nude, but I did dupe that with some Sydney Gray shadows. Very lovely. Passed on the gold palette, but this one, she called me. She did. She called my name, said, Kim, you need me. So I saw her online, and the color story, I don't know what it is. Normally, oh my God, let me show you the mirror. It has been a hot mess of a day. I'm doing it again. Oh my God. Oh, Lord, forgive me, y'all. I'm going to get it right. There we go. I'm going to go old school way. I see people. Okay, here we go. I keep looking at my monitor. There. Ah, there she is. Let me tilt this back. Thank God I still have the cover on the mirror. Oh, now I lost my thought. So passed on all these. I saw this online and I was like, wow, that really is pretty. I don't know. For some reason, it just really spoke to me. And then I went to Ulta and swatched it, and I was like, yay! Was even more crazy in love. And then I got it home and I opened it, and I was like, oh, do I really need this? Do I really need a nude or a warm? But I'm glad I got it. You can see the eye look that I created is with this beauty right here. And then I will insert another look throughout this video that I did. I tried to video it and it was a hot mess and I never hit record. And then I also have a short, which I will put its link up here so that you can see another look that I created with this. Now, with this particular palette, what I would like to talk about is I'll show you a tutorial of how I did this look, and I'll show you a couple of other looks. But also I want to talk more about the formula, because this is what makes this palette so unique. Is Natasha's got some new formulas in here. Now, I have one other palette that I want to, and I'm going to go like this. It's the Zendo palette. It's comparable in the sense that I thought maybe the formulas were somewhat comparable. Half of the color story, I'm going to try to do like all the jazzy kids, all the cool kids do. Part of the color story is warm, like this side, not so much the green, but I thought some of the formulas in here would be somewhat similar to the I Need a Warm formulas. So let's talk about this here palette, the I Need a Warm, and its formula. There, it's multiple. So we've got a few cream to mattes here, and you have got, if I can see them right, soft, I've got to put my glasses on, kids. You know how it goes. Soft Spot is a matte, one of our typical sort of cream mattes. And then we also have Pep is this one right here. Then we also have Vim. Then we also have Mellow. Let me get it right here, Kim. Mellow. Then we also have Ripe, which is that one right there. And then we also have Fervor. So there are 6 mattes in here, and they're all sort of in the brown orange family, color family. The one thing I do want to swatch and show you kids are the metallic shimmer / multi-chrome, duochrome, because there's a couple of those too. She's got some new formulas here. We're going to start first with the one she's calling the metallic, and I'm always gonna say it wrong, metallic gel, metallic. I'm gonna insert it in here because it's not, why? Metallic, metal glitter. I'll insert the right word up here. Anyways, there are 3 of these metal glitter, metal glam, metal something, and let me show them to you. And I'm going to swatch them side by side. So we have Homey. So let me get Homey here. And again, this is the metallic. I should have written it out. I have been a hot mess today. What day am I not? So here is Homey, and it's one of the metallic glitters, we'll call it. And there is it. That was very soft. Alrighty, then we also have right above it, we have Snug. Good Lord, Kim. Snug, 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 snug. If you're watching, thank you. You're being patient with me. That went on just beautifully. So we have Homey and Snug. And then our third metallic glitter glamour gold glam is called Hanker, and it's this warm one, and I use that under my eye on the lower lash line. I'm glad I'm grabbing the wrong one. I need Hanker, 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 Hanker. Very pretty. All right, and there is Hanker. So here are the 3 metallic glitters. And again, I'll insert the right name. Sorry, kids. I'm a hot mess, I tell you. So those are those. And these are a newer formula. Now, I will say, to me, they felt like and applied like and looked like a shimmer. But hey, maybe it's a little bit different, but I kind of don't think so. They were very nice. Okay, so those are those 3 of the new formula. Now, she's got another new formula, and it's called a Sparkle Foil Razzle Dazzle. First one in the Sparkle Foil is this little cutie right here. This is Elm, and it's sort of a goldy, almost champagne color, and it feels lovely. And again, this is the Sparkle Foil. I'm going to put it on so you can see it, how it glides. I don't feel like it applies any differently than, say, the metallic glimmer, glitter, goldies, whatever that word is that I can't remember. And you can see it pretty much swatched the same as well. So there is a sparkle foil called Elm, and you saw both of those are Elm. And then there's one other one, and I do love this one. This one is called, clean my hand, Push. Now this one feels like it's got just I want to call it grit for the lack of a better word, but just a little more texture is a better word. And there is that. And let's watch this beauty go on. Oh, she is so pretty. And I have that on as well. That's sort of like in my inner corner and over, but you will see this eye look application in its entirety somewhere in this video. I'll have to decide where. So we have 2 sparkle foils, and I would say I think they do go on a little more foil-like than a shimmer, but really, really close. So we have Elm and we have Push. All right, those are those 2 beauties. Now we have 2 more of the Sparkle Arkle ones, as Alicia would say, Sparkle Arkle. We have a duochrome, and that is Dynamism. That is that one right there. Woo! There goes the thunder. And there is that one, and here is Dynamism, and that is, oh, is that pretty? A duochrome, and I think that is, as I'm looking at it, gold to a peach. Very pretty. Then, one of the stars of the show, there are 2 to me. And this is the one that pretty much had me at hello. And this is the I Need Awards multi-chrome. And she's a beauty. And this is Phenomenon. Oh, and let me do it right, kids. Look at that, gorgeous. Look at that. And that's a shift from a pink to a peach to a gold. And I think there's a little green in it depending on how it hits. And I've got this, I'm looking in the mirror. That's all in the center of my eye. I just had to do a look with that one. It's the pink that makes it so unique and so pretty. Look at those. So here we have the duochrome here, and that's in Dynamism. And then we have the multichrome here in Phenomenon. So those are the formulas in this. And I just kind of wanted to point out, because we have the metal glitter, the metal glamour, the one that I can't think of the name. You know, we've got 3 of those, which I thought, well, that's unique. But again, they felt like a shimmer to me, very much so. And the sparkle foils were the Elm and the Push. And here is Elm and Push. And while those did feel, and I think show more foil-like, because there was no pickup at all, maybe, let me do Push once again. No, again, just a little more texture, but not any kickback in the pan or anything, or nothing crumbly that kicks up in the pan at all. So there is that. Now, as we look at the Zendo palette, and I thought, well, I think some of the formulas here might be sort of similar. Oh, I gotta go back. I've gotta go back, because there's the other number 2 beauty in this one that is just, it is so unique, you guys. And this is her Slip Cream Matte, and it's Flash Over. You will see this. I think I've used it in every look I had because it's so unique. This is more soft than you could ever, as I just keep rubbing it, ever imagine. It's exquisite, and the blendability is like no other. I got a whole lot of eyeshadow palettes. I got a whole lot of single shadows, and I'm telling you, there is nothing that compares to this. Here, I blended it out. Let me swatch it, and then I'm going to blend it. And you'll see in my application how I have it on the outer corner, and I just needed to blend that line. And here it is. Again, this is Flash Over, but it just, look at that. It's effortless. I hope that she comes out, that this is like a standard in her palette, or palettes, future palettes. I hope she does more shadows in this Slip Cream Matte formula, because that is amazing. I'm telling you, none other. There is no other. All right. So that was my number 2. So we had the Phenomenon, the multichrome, that's yay. And then we have Flash Over, which is the Slip Cream Matte, and I have that on the outer corner. Now, back to our friend Zendo. And let me hold this up right. So Zendo has a lot of her cream to powder and cream to matte formulas. So this one, Mindful, is her cream to powder. And I felt when I touched it, while it's similar, it is not the Slip Cream Matte. Although this one is really lovely. And you can see it blends very similarly. I was astonished at how close that was, but it doesn't have quite that softness. It's not quite as malleable. There's a $10 word for you, kids, as the Flash Over in the I Need a Warm palette. Let's see, so that's her cream to powder. Then she also has some creamy matte formulas. So a little bit different, and we are going to look at, I want to look at something close. Balance is a creamy matte, and that's close to the Color Story in the I Need a Warm. So here is Balance. And again, very similar. It's so lovely. And it is very similar to the I Need a Warm mattes. Let me open this back up, and I want to let's look at Fervor, because that's her cream to matte, and here in very close color. and those perform equally as well. Have the same pigmentation, same blendability, same application. So there is that. Now, the other thing about the Zendo palette, when I saw my lovely little Razzle Dazzle, my Trio Chrome Phenomenon, I was like, oh, it reminds me of something else I might have, which is where I was really kind of, when I first got it home, I was like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have gotten it, because it reminded me of the duochrome that is in, or one of the duochromes that is in the Zendo palette. Am I calling it wrong? No, I'm not. Forgive me. All right, so here we have a duochrome in the Zendo palette, and this is Yama. And here is this beauty. But she is just a duochrome. But you can see kind of at first glance where I might have thought that the other multi-chrome, but when you see them side by side, it's like, oh no, they're quite different. Oh, I just love that thing, Phenomenon. Oh, it's so amazing. So here is the duochrome from the Zendo palette, and here is the multi-chrome from the I Need a Warm. So that was the one thing of the palettes that I did have of Natasha Denona that was close to this. Although, you know, I've seen other YouTubers compare it to the gold palette, which there's some similarities, but this has just got, the gold was too gold. I like the variety that I felt that the I Need a Warm palette had. I also like the fact that there are enough shades in here, and I think I'm going to do another short doing a more cool toned look, because you have here Pep, make sure I got a clean finger, kids, which is very cool toned. Then you also have, I believe, Hanker, which is the multi glitter glamour, the one that I can't remember. I think that is coolish. I think you could certainly work with that. And then of course, Homey, which is another MG, we'll call it that, is also, I think, very cool toned, or could certainly, has a little peach in it. It's very pretty, but you could work it as a cool tone color. And then you also have Mellow, which is so neutral and so soft. I think, I don't even know if that's going to show up. It does, I did use it. You know, all those could make a more cool toned look, where I felt like the gold was definitely gold and really heavy on the warm. So yeah, so that's what I think of this I Need a Warm, and I did need it, sort of, like I need any eyeshadow palette. Y'all tell me what you think about this I Need a Warm, if indeed you have gotten it. What do you think about some of the newer formulas, the sparkle foil? Tell me if you think I'm crazy about this Slip Cream Matte, the flashover. I just think it's phenomenal. Again, like no other shadow I have used before. So I will, as I said, I will insert, I think at the end here, I'll show the tutorial zippity quick. I'll speed through it so you can see how I created this very lovely I Need a Warm eye look. And then throughout you will have seen another look, and then I will link the short that I did with another eye look that I created with this pretty little palette. Y'all go out there and act like you're somebody, because you are. You're someone special. Thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I am trying to get this locomotion going, and I kind of run out of steam, but hoping to get her back up there. Thanks again for joining. Have a great day.
Yeah.